right. Hey, welcome to week 2 of Community Extras. And in your guidebook, I believe you'll find the questions on page 35 or 36, somewhere in there, maybe 34. Really look forward to week 2 as we dive into this amazing section where Jesus is in the book of Revelation looking at a number of different churches and pointing out some things that they're doing well and some areas of growth. And I love that where we get to start this step here in our own kind of saying, God, we want to grow in discipleship over these 6 weeks, is Jesus' question to the Ephesian church, where he's going, man, you guys work really hard, you labor really well, and you got great doctrine. Like, that's awesome. Here's the danger. Over time, they've lost their first love. And Jesus goes, that's a huge deal, because you just imagine, like, with your own children, if they are like always cleaning their room and getting A's in school, but they've lost interest in you. Well, that's not the goal of being a parent. The goal is not to raise these little cyborgs that are very diligent. It's not what Jesus wants. It's not what God the Father wants as our Father. He wants to walk with us in relationships, to love us. And I just pray that one of the things that happens in this season of First as a church is a lot of us ask that question. Have I drifted from my first love of Jesus? When was the last bold step I took for Christ? Where is the world creeping in my life? How does my love for Jesus affect my own worship? Have I, in my way, forgotten the mercy that I received when I knew Christ at first? And just these amazingly challenging things to go, do I love you, Lord, like I once did? And I love what Jesus says to him. He says two things. He says, repent, and then do what you did at first. He goes, remember when you were first a Christian, how you walked with me, how you knew me, how you willingly laid certain things down for me. I always think in Abraham's life how he's the father of faith, and it's a call for him to leave. That's the first thing he does. And how often that our faith involves leaving things behind that Jesus is calling us out of so that we can pursue him. And this is the place I really hope we start as a church is, how's our love for Christ? Whether we walked with him for a year or 10 years or 50 years. Do we love him like we did at first? And if not, what do we need to return to? What do we need to leave? Where are things creeping that shouldn't be, so that we can pursue him? And so hope you guys have a great discussion.